It's important for an employer to be focused on the applicant because it affects the employer brand, and the employer brand is really important, especially when we're trying to encourage more effective communications in a more of a viral sense, getting candidates to talk well about the experience even if they didn't get the job. Candidates who are not communicated effectively in the applicant management process, or as I like to call it, the candidate care process, tend to talk a lot more negatively about the experience. And especially if you have a consumer brand, it really will affect how candidates will communicate the brand experience to their friends, family, etc., even if they're not interested in a job. Sometimes interviewers and recruiters are not good at effectively explaining the real experience of the company, and they in fact may be giving a little bit more glowing or untruthful information about the organization just to get the candidate to accept the offer. And of course, when the candidate does accept the offer and they do participate in that perhaps untruthful employer brand that they were sold beforehand, it obviously doesn't really work out very well. Best practice in conveying an employer brand in the candidate experience is really to be truthful and honest and be equally both positive and negative to allow candidates the ability to self-select in or out of that experience. Having a conversation with a recruiter who is truthful and honest, who gives sort of a balanced perspective on what the employment experience is really like, is really effective. It's also important that the other members of the interview team, whether it's the recruiter, the hiring manager, or other members of the interviewing team, are also briefed by the HR recruiting team so that they can more effectively communicate a balanced brand as well and not just oversell or be 100% negative.